Hey guys, Saturn here. I mentioned in my recent video discussing the June 2nd trailer for the Pokémon Sword and Shield expansion pass that I was going to discuss why I think there is a strong possibility that the Pokémon World Tournament could and should return. So let's start off with some background. The Pokémon World Tournament debuted in Pokémon Black and White 2. It allowed us to refight trainers from the first 5 generations. Everyone from Flannery to Cynthia to Blaine and Morty. However, there were a few downsides. First, Elite Four members don't appear in the tournament, with the exceptions of Cobra and Lance, who both had different roles in Fire Red and Leaf Green or Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Another downside is the limit of 3 Pokemon, meaning you can't use a good matchup for each trainer. Now let's fast forward to Pokémon Sword and Shield, where after defeating the champion you can participate in the Champion Cup tournaments, where you can rebattle all the gym leaders and rivals with the possibility of a full 6 Pokemon teams, though most just use 5. However, there are a few downsides to this tournament. First of all, there are still no Elite Four battles. The reason for this is because Galar doesn't have any Elite Four members because of the way the gym system works. I will say that I would have liked to have battles against Chairman Rose and Oleana because they have some great battle music. However, there are in-law reasons for this as well. Chairman Rose has been arrested and Oleana is on voluntary community service in Galar 9. I would also like to get a full battle with Sonia, as we know she was a participant in the gym challenge alongside Leon. I will now quickly bring up the Galarian Star Tournament. Coming out in the Crown Tundra, this will allow multi-battles in the Champion Cup battles and is hopefully going to be a lot of fun. However, I am a little disappointed as I think this is a massive waste of potential for the full Pokémon World Tournament. I am baffled by the exclusion of any returning characters, including Luca, who is based on British icon The Doctor, and I would really like to see him at some point in the DLC. I think that it is possible that the Pokémon World Tournament would return to disguise the Galarian Star Tournament in the expansion pass. The reason for this is something I mentioned once on my channel and would definitely love to bring up again: Pokémon Masters. Pokémon Masters is a mobile game that released last year, which brought many trainers from all corners of the main series and bringing them to one region, the artificial island of Passio. The game is one of my all-time favourites and is almost certainly canon to the main series. Now let me explain my point. One of the reasons the Pokémon World Tournament being in Black and White 2 is because by that point they have most of the DS-style sprites for trainers already created. Only the Hoenn gym leaders needed new sprites, and the others just needed more frames in their sprite artwork. In Pokémon Sword and Shield, we are now working with 3D models of quite high quality. While we have seen a few trainers in the 3DS, they look far better in Sword and Shield thanks to a far higher resolution of the Switch compared to the 3DS, and we haven't even seen all the trainers in their quality on the 3DS. Let's take a look at 3 trainers who didn't appear in 3D yet. Here we have Bryson, Icarus City's gym leader, Will, a Psychic-type Elite Four member from Johto, and Maylene, Veilstone City's gym leader. What do these 3 trainers have in common? They all don't have 3D models, right? Wrong. Thanks to Pokémon Masters, a large number of trainers have already received HD 3D models. Now there is one problem: the National Pokédex cut. While I don't have any problems with the cuts other than a few Pokémon that I like not getting in, gym leaders tend to have Pokémon that probably didn't make it into the regional decks. However, for most of them, this can be remedied by just changing a single member of their team with a newer Pokémon. However, there are some characters whose signature Pokémon didn't make it into the game, such as Maylene's Medicham. But for the sake of this video, let's just assume that Medicham will return in one of the 2 DLCs, even though this is currently unconfirmed. There is, however, another possibility, even if it doesn't make it into the Isle of Armor or Crown Tundra. A third and possibly 4th part of the expansion pass, which get us up to a full 890 Pokédex. This is actually theorised by a rumour that came out a couple of days after the Direct in January. The piece of evidence it used claimed that the Isle of Armor was based on the Isle of Man in the UK. Not a week later, this was confirmed on Twitter, making me believe that it was possible. This actually inspired the video because it mentioned that the Pokémon World Tournament would return in Part 4. If this doesn't happen though, they could put it in the Diamond Pearl remakes, which could have the Pokémon World Tournament in. If they decide not to put the Pokémon World Tournament in, they could at least do something with the champions, as by the time the Crown Tundra comes out, all of the champion signature Pokémon are in the regional decks, other than Lance's Dragonite. Quick note here, Lance's Dragonite has now been confirmed It wasn't at the time of writing the script, but it has now been confirmed to be coming back in the Crown Tundra. Now I want to try out creating teams in the full national decks, just because I can. We'll use the 3 trainers that I used earlier. Let's start with Will. I gave Will Bronzong, Musharna, Sigilif, Galarian Slowbro, Malamar, and of course his signature Pokemon, Xatu. All of these Pokemon are in the Galar regional decks, therefore this is already easily possible without having to add in all 890 Pokemon. Bryson. I gave Bryson Beartic, Vanillix, Carbonable, Frosmoth, Alolan Sandslash, and of course his signature Pokemon, Cryoponic. Again, most of these Pokemon are confirmed to be in Galar by the time the Crown Tundra releases. Carbonable is the only one that isn't confirmed. Melee. I chose to give her Mienshao, Toxicroak, Hawlucha, Lucario, and of course Medicham. Again, only Medicham is the Pokemon that's not confirmed for the Galar decks by the time of the Crown Tundra. Just throwing this out here, so we currently have no Mega Evolutions in Sword and Shield. Massive disappointment, by the way. However, if we do get it returning at some point, think of the possibilities. For the first time, we could see Melee use Mega Medicham, and if they add new Megas, we could even see a Mega Xatu or a Cryoponic. Now, one last thing I will mention is that the idea of Pokémon Masters being reworked into a main series game. While it is unlikely, it is something that I have talked about before last year, which I'm definitely going to be reworking soon. If that does happen, we will have no need for Pokémon World Tournament, because that would be the full game. Anyway, that's why I think the Pokémon World Tournament should and could come back. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing. I'll see you guys soon. But before we leave off, I just want to talk a little bit about plans for the channel and what's going on and why this video has taken so long. First of all, this video was actually ready to come out. As in, I've written the script and I've done all the visuals a week after my June 2nd trailer analysis. It was actually ready to come out before the Isle of Armor, but because of the Isle of Armor's release, I wanted to make sure that there was nothing that was incorrect in the script, and there were a couple of things that did get changed in the script, including Mienshao and Alolan Sandslash being put in the game. And that just changed a couple of things, and then I had a few complications recently. Obviously it was the end of term, and obviously things have been changed because of COVID. But that's all for this video, but we have got other projects coming soon. I mentioned in the last video we have a new project coming up. It's something big. I'm going to talk about it a bit soon, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it. However, there is something else I wanted to talk about really quickly. Ninjago 0.5. I announced that 2.5 years ago, saying it would come out in that year. It has not come out yet. That is because I decided to put it on hold. I announced this on the Ninjago 1.5 Discord server, which I will leave a link in the description to my new Discord server at Saturn's Dojo, and instead of doing a stop motion series for Ninjago 1.5, I made a decision quite recently. I don't know whether many of you have heard many audio books or audio series. I'm most familiar with the Doctor Who ones done by Big Finish Productions. Check them out on Twitter, they're really good. But I'm going to be doing a Ninjago 0.5 audio series. I've just written the first 2 scripts and I've sent them to my friends and I've had really good feedback. We'll be getting some awesome stuff going on, and there should hopefully be a few visual elements just to demonstrate who's going as what and how you're going to be able to tell who's voicing who, because it might be a bit confusing at times. But hopefully, I'm going to have a video covering that in more detail soon. But anyway, that's all I can really think of for this video. There's other things that I want to talk about, like I mentioned, Masters. There is something that I need to talk about, how they could rework it to be even better than it is now. But that is all for another video, and I will see you soon with a little teaser for a future video, giving every trainer a 6 Pokemon team. All coming soon. We'll see you soon. Thank you all for watching.